Hello, hello, my friends. It is Aldo, and welcome back to the Knights of the Nerd Republic. You know what to do, and stay profitable.
The Nerd Academy podcast is released weekly at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, available on our website at www.thenerdacademypodcast.com and wherever you listen to podcasts. You can find the Nerd Academy podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. You can also help support the show by going to patreon.com/The Nerd Academy podcast, where every donation allows us to bring you more exciting content every week.
Hello there, and welcome back to Knights of the Nerd Republic, the show where your favorite nerds talk about all things from the galaxy far, far away. I am your host, Jared the Dark Jedi Bachman Stubbs, and I am tired, in a word. Today was our first day of Star Wars Celebration 2022, and I will say up top, these recap streams, a lot of this is brand new, and I'm already figuring out things on my own that I can improve as pardon my hiccups, as the celebration festivities go on. So that said, today's going to be our first recap stream of the day. I'm not sure how things are going to shake out. Currently, just about everybody who I have on tap as a celebration correspondent is watching Obi-Wan Kenobi. It is the premiere of the first two episodes, which we all kind of saw coming. They were going to do that. So most of them are all tied up there. So what we are going to be doing is we're going to talk about the news of the day and hopefully buy them enough time to come on. If they aren't on in time for us to kind of reasonably talk about everything that happened today with the trailers and announcements and the panels and such, we'll wrap this up, and then I'm going to try, I'm not making any promises here. I'm going to try to do a quickie stream with some of the people seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi to get those first thoughts and reactions out of Celebration and the premiere. So without any further ado, co-host, we have the one-eyed knight himself, Connor Chiquiti.
Hi, all. I've been at work all day. I don't really know that much of what happened at Celebration besides most of the stuff from the Lucasfilm Studio Showcase. So, whatever Jared tells me or whatever I find out, I'm probably going to freak out, and you're going to see it live on air.
Well, I will say most of the conversation today is going to be about the Lucasfilm Showcase. I am actually going to be referring back to some of the live tweets that Eli and I were keeping up with. But before we jump into any of that, one moment. We have a word from our sponsors at SundaysBloodyMary.com. That's what I have in my glass right hither. Y'all know, there's always got to be a Bloody Mary on the stream. Oh, not always. Sometimes I don't have it in me. That's only because I always put it in a giant-ass glass like that. SundaysBloodyMary.com/shop is your gateway to the most badass Bloody Mary accoutrement in the galaxy. I am currently sipping on the Spicy Caesar Mix, the award-winning back-to-back Bloody Mary mix. But if you guys aren't a Spice Lord or don't like animal product, there's also a mild mix and a vegan mix as well for you. They also have rim salt and different garnishes, like their pickled okra, pickled asparagus, and dilly beans. I actually have in mine right now, I have some pickled asparagus, and I have pepperoncinis, some spicy pickles, and jalapeno and blue cheese stuffed olives in mine. So go to SundaysBloodyMary.com/shop. Use code TNAP at checkout. You get 10% off your order, and you help out your favorite nerds while you do it. All right. Day one, Star Wars Celebration. Connor, you were at work all day.
Yeah.
So how was your celebration day at work? What was going on for you? Because everybody has seen what I've been doing all day. I've been here for 6 hours.
So basically, I got into work. I tell some coworkers that, like, yeah, today's like a big day. It's Star Wars Celebration, and like them not being as crazy as we are, you know, they're like, oh yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Good for you. You know, the usual like, yeah, that sounds cool kind of talk. And I don't really know. I had do not disturb on my phone for like most of the day until it got to the point of the Lucasfilm Studio showcase.
Yeah.
In which case, like, I periodically checked Twitter and saw pretty much everything that happened and was baffled and still am baffled that like it didn't get streamed. Like,
so yeah, that
weird.
was. It's quite frankly, pardon me, I like wrong piped a whole lot of Bloody Mary there. I think this was one of the dumbest, unforced errors we've seen from Lucasfilm in a hot minute.
And apparently, it's going to happen for the Mando panel and the Bad Batch panel.
What? Where'd you hear that?
Someone tweeted out that like they looked up the live stream information, and supposedly the live streams for whenever the Mando Plus panel is and the Bad Batch panel, the Star Wars live stream will be after those panels happen, and it's like, I hope Star Wars fixes that, because like,
well,
why would you do that?
I honestly, here's my thing. I understand, and I was saying this on stream a lot. There is a need for an event like this to have convention exclusive material. Now, I will take us in the Wayback Machine and remind us all of Celebration Chicago, where we got, if I'm not mistaken, it was Celebration Chicago. Maybe it was Florida. I don't remember. But they had a lot of shit that they showed exclusively to Celebration while still streaming all of it. You know, like, I remember, maybe it was Orlando. It doesn't matter. Either way, like, I remember whenever the last season of Rebels was upon us, that they talked about it and they showed all kinds of cool shit. And then they went to show either like a trailer or a clip, and they cut the stream to show only the people in attendance the stuff. They did that for The Mandalorian in 2019, where they showed everybody talking about being excited to be in The Mandalorian. And then they went to show that clip, and they cut the stream, and then they came back. You know, like, you got to give people something to work with, man. And I'm really, really disappointed with the decisions they're making, especially if this is going to persist into the next couple days, where like the big headline panels for each day don't get televised. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Okay. So 12 p.m. PST on subsequent days. Saturday, May 28th, the first panel is the Mando Plus panel, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Yeah.
I just, what? Yeah, and then Sunday, Bad Batch Season 2, 11 to 12. It's like, why? Like, I can't.
It's truly mind-boggling.
I can't understand the decision-making at all. It's like, why? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, it's incredibly disappointing. You're depriving your audience out of
especially because most of the people who wanted to go can't go because of just a variety of reasons. Nonetheless, to say that like we're still in this a panini.
We are still in a panini.
And so, like,
there is still a Ponderosa.
Like, why not stream this stuff? Like, hopefully they rectify it and like release the streams later. But like, I doubt that.
They won't. And it's incredibly frustrating, and I'm at a loss for words. When it comes to the disappointment, and it's celebration weekend. I want to be excited. I want to be all over everything that's going on. Like, I took off 3 days at work because I was mentally preparing for especially these big streams to be colossal in scale. I was completely prepared for the onus to be on these opening panels and then all the cool shit that trickles out throughout the day. And now it's just going to be a matter of, holding your breath until trailers come out, waiting for people to keep live tweeting shit. It's really frustrating and really disappointing. And again, you cut off the fan base that is the most here to support what you're doing from being able to consume what you want to show. Again, there was that clip from The Mandalorian today.
Yeah.
Where they specifically, like Jon Favreau specifically was like, keep your phones away. This isn't supposed to be on the internet, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you want Celebration exclusive content, don't show that. But they ended up releasing the Andor trailer. Like, they released it while they were discussing it. They dropped the trailer for Willow, which I'll get to Willow in a second. They dropped the trailer for Willow. They do all the Grammar Rodeo announcements. Like, all of this shit was still happening. None of it got curtailed, and you had the official releases of some of these trailers. They should have been streaming the entire thing. I keep calling it Grammar Rodeo. It's Star Wars Skeleton Crew now. But, because we have an actual title, there's some of the news. That's the Star Wars project Jude Law has been cast in, which is incredibly exciting stuff. That should have been streamed. That should have been live to the world. I don't know many people who are like going to be invested enough to keep up with secondhand, drops of information. It should have been available to the public. And I also just want to touch on the opening salvo of Celebration being dominated by fucking Willow.
Yeah. That was weird.
It was incredibly weird. Like, on what I would understand Indiana Jones, right? Because like it has Harrison Ford in it. But like the first 30-40 minutes of Celebration proper was people getting interviewed at that like little Navarro stage about Willow. It was the cast of Willow just kind of cycling in and out, and I don't know, man. It's not what I came for, at all. And I get it was the Lucasfilm panel, but you know what? If you want to give this much airtime to Willow and the Lucasfilm panel, say it with me, kids. Stream it to the fucking public. Instead, the Celebration coverage from the Star Wars YouTube channel that everyone's been waiting all day for, you open it. What's the first thing they do? They show you the trailer for Andor that they already released on YouTube. So it's not like it's an exclusive thing to that stream because it's already all over the internet. And now here's like 45 minutes of Willow where they show the Willow trailer like 3 times in between interviewing, Warwick Davis and the chick who played Enfys Nest. It was a very strange beginning to Celebration. And it picked up, they had some cool interviews I got to watch a good chunk of the Katie Sackoff interview where they were talking about how complex Bo-Katan's character is going to be moving forward, and how Bo-Katan is this character with like something to prove, and I didn't get to see a whole lot of that. Again, I saw a good bit of it, but I didn't get to see all of it because Alden called in, and we had a surprise cameo from
nice.
Ken. We had a surprise cameo from Ken and Joseph of Force Center.
Wow.
Which was interesting. Yeah, he happened to run into Ken and Joe. He was on his way to watch the panel they did with Alex and Molly. We also, we were also streaming the little stream the Broaxium guys did at the very beginning, which had, some cameos from them and Pete and Nick and Alex and Molly as well. All the beginning of our stream that I did today. But, it kind of felt like a lot of false starts. It felt like a lot of false starts. And the highlight of the day was the High Republic panel. By a country mile. It was the High Republic panel. And it was so that panel was so fascinating because so much of it was, something I love, especially with Star Wars, was you got to watch storytellers tell stories about how they tell stories.
Yeah.
Where I was just enraptured by it, and everyone's making fun of Kevin Scott because he fucking kills everybody every 30 seconds. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh, that's really cute. I'm
trying to just see what was all announced at High Republic. Oh my god. No fucking way. Are you kidding me? We're getting.
What are you reacting to, sir?
Dude, the Porter Engel comic that Charles Soule's writing, it's a 4-issue miniseries.
Just called
Origins of Barish Vow! Origins of Barish Vow. Let's go.
Yeah, that one was really cool. I was very excited to see that.
Yes. I fucking love the Barish Vow. Oh my god, yes. Let's see. Battle of Jeddah, audio drama, Path of Vengeance is going to be written by Kevin Scott. Quest for Planet X by Tessa Gratton, and Cataclysm by Linda Kang in spring 2023.
Yeah, if you real quick, do you want to just run down all the announcements right now? I'll full screen you.
I don't know, because like half of it's kind of, there's no really one live tweet thread from it. I'm trying to find one.
Oh, I thought you had a list of the announcements.
No, I'm trying to. Let me go on the High Republic subreddit. Let's see what we got. Hopefully the High Republic subreddit can come in clutch. Oh, these are wave 2 and phase 2. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, because like we have like cover reveals and shit, and like I can't really show that on the stream because like they're not bad quality, but like on this stream it would be bad quality. I'll go through it. So we have a cover reveal for the art of Star Wars The High Republic. Starlight Stories, which I think is going to be a collection of all those short stories that were in the Star Wars Insider magazine, is coming to a thing. Chronicles of the Jedi, which I think is I can't read this. I can't read it. And then we get a cover, Path of Deceit. We get a cover reveal for Kevin Scott's Marvel comic, which I think is going to be centered around 2 Jedi.
On
Jeddah, which is dope. Quest for the Hidden City by George Mann. We get a cover reveal there. The Nameless Terrors, which I don't think I've heard of this one. I can't read these. These are so low quality. Okay, wait, no. No, okay, those are just real high quality. Okay. Oh, the new High Republic Adventures, which is written by Claudia Gray, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I believe.
The first issue, or at least the first arc, is called The Nameless Terror. pretty obvious what that's referring to.
Yeah.
It's Dark Horse miniseries by George Mann. So then that means Claudia's doing something else or something maybe got switched. I don't know. We get an actual we get concept art of the Nameless, which is sick because they look
we actually
as
got
fuck.
specifically to see the Leveler as well.
Oh, sweet. And George Mann is writing an audiobook called The Battle of Jeddah. I think the audiobook comes out in late January, and then the script comes out like mid to late February. And then we got the 3 books for Wave 2 of Phase 2, Path of Vengeance by Kevin Scott, Cataclysm by Linda Kang, and Quest for Planet X by Tessa Gratton. High Republic fans are being fed super well. So
I have a full an article on Gizmodo here. New details for Phase 2 of the publishing initiative dubbed Quest of the Jedi were revealed today at Star Wars Celebration Anaheim, teasing a prequel to the prequel that was the High Republic's initial swath of books and comics. The first series of High Republic stories took fans back to a time set roughly 200 years before the events of Phantom Menace. But Quest of the Jedi will not follow up on the climactic events that rounded out its story, revolving around the Jedi's failure to defend Starlight Beacon from a surprise assault by the Nile, leaving the Republic station in the Outer Rim destroyed, and many notable Jedi dead in the process. Quest of the Jedi will take place 150 years before that, presenting a period of time for the Republic when it was smaller and more built into the core worlds of the Star Wars galaxy and hungrier for expansion than it is under the current Chancellor of the Republic, Lina So. The era of expansion will be driven by 2 core branches of the Republic, quite unlike anything seen in much of the High Republic. Before starting with the government's leader, or really leaders, Quest of the Jedi is set in a time where the Republic is home by 2 chancellors. Greylark, a human female who is driving the Republic's newfound desire to expand its borders during this period, and Molo, a male Quarren who is more concerned with the issues of the Republic currently has within its core systems at the heart of the galaxy. In spite of their differences, however, Greylark and Molo won't be driven by conflict on their opposing views for the Republic, speaking to the High Republic's fondness for communication and collaboration, which will need all the help they can get, as Quest of the Jedi is set during a period where one of Star Wars' most fundamental aspects, the simple... Pardon me, I am so hiccupy today. I apologize. The simple concept of hyperspace communication enabling instant contact between planets and systems millions of light years apart simply doesn't exist. Quest of the Jedi will introduce an important faction called the Pathfinders, an early collaborative effort between the Jedi and the Republic well before the close relationship we saw in Phase 1. And eventually, the prequel trilogy, who are all out charting the edges of the known Republic space together and largely cut off from their respective organizational bodies. This means that not only is the communication hard with the rest of the galaxy, it's hard between the Jedi and the Republic subdivisions and the Pathfinders, as they both learn about their respective ideologies and ways of approaching problem solving. The Pathfinders won't be alone, however. They're backed up by vital communication teams, small groups armed with droids essentially to act as telegram couriers in this disconnected period, ferrying messages across space in small vessels that mean communication, no matter how vital, between the fringes of the Republic-controlled space and the core world. Core worlds takes weeks instead of moments like we're used to in Star Wars. For all that's new about Star Wars, the Star Wars galaxy and Quest of the Jedi, there's still much familiar, of course. The Jedi themselves are still the enlightened, luminous beings you met in Phase 1, for example, not yet tested by the strains of the Nile conflict we saw them in, but still spiritual figures within the Republic's confines and through the Pathfinders on its ever-expanding edges. Jeddah, the religious world overtaken by the Empire in the events of Rogue One, will form a major hub for the Jedi in Quest, and it's home to a mysterious sub-faction within the Order known as the Convocation of the Force. But that is But just because the Jedi have yet to be laid low by the myriad forces we know await them in the future of the High Republic, doesn't mean that Quest is without traditional conflict or villains. One teased faction set to appear in Daniel Jose Order's upcoming graphic novel at Dark Horse, who once again holds the license for new Star Wars comics after Lucasfilm's relationship with IDW came to a close at the end of the High Republic Adventures, are the Dank Grax, a somewhat ununified group of dark side cultists who are largely splintered remnants of other dark side factions in the period. Older teased that the Grax will have a tenuous connection to sequel-era figure Maz Kanata, whose long life, much like Yoda, stretches back into the time period as well. We also got another look at Merida Row, or what is it? Marta Row.
Marta Row. Okay.
So another look at her as well. The Grax aren't the only Force-sensitive conundrum the Jedi will face either. Another group teased with the mysterious Marta Row. Whatever connection she has to the Row family will ultimately lead us into Phase 1's major villain, Markion, was given two new figures known as the Mother and the Herald. Although the Mother and the Herald, the latter a Nautilon like future Jedi Kit Fisto, but with his head tails severed, both have interior conflicts and personal vendettas with each other. Their group's belief harbors a potentially dangerous warning for the Jedi of even this enlightened period. The Force will be free. That was from Justina Ireland herself. That is kind of their driving ethos, is the freeness of the Force. What that actually means remains to be seen, but in an expanding galaxy where not everyone is as unified or connected, literally and metaphorically, the Jedi and the Republic allies are going to need all the help they can get to face whatever challenges lie on the galaxy's edge. Star Wars: The High Republic Quest of the Jedi is set to kick off later this year, starting October 2022. So, yeah.
All right.
Connor, your thoughts?
I need it. Yeah, I'm excited. The thing I found really intriguing with the High Republic was the fact that, like, in Phase 1, they were just discovering like what hyperspace is and its capabilities. And like we're going back 150 years and it's basically we're going to be in like ancient times basically.
Yeah. Well, so they were talking about in the High Republic panel, which I have clipped on the YouTube channel and my reactions to it. If anyone wants to go back and watch that, they said that the way they're doing this High Republic stories are basically replicating the Skywalker saga in that Light of the Jedi is your original trilogy, Quest is the prequels, and then whatever the next Phase 3 is called. I
can't remember either.
Whatever it is going to be the sequel trilogy, as it were, in this comparison.
High Republic Phase 3. It's gonna be so easy. Let's see. Let's see. Light of the Jedi. Trials of the Jedi.
Trials of the Jedi, yeah.
Which,
so that'll be like our
makes sense.
Yeah, that's our little part 3 there. But yeah, jumping into some other news that we got, and I'm just going to let this play while we talk about it. Can you hear it?
I'm going to wait till he starts banging. Yeah, no, I can't hear it.
You can?
I cannot.
Okay, well, that's fine. I'm just going to let it ride like this. Thoughts on the trailer for Andor, Connor?
Dude, this looks like a movie, which like isn't surprising because it was shot in Pinewood. It has such a different feel to it. Like its look is very reminiscent of Rogue One and like a combination of like Rogue One and Mandalorian to me.
Yeah.
But like its feel is just very different.
Hold on, I want to see if there's something that I was hearing about before. Okay, so those are stormtroopers. I didn't realize I pulled up the version with Spanish subtitles. Fun. I'm trying to catch a glimpse of the stormtroopers because somebody said they caught clones. I thought.
Oh yeah, I think it's near the end of it, like near the tail end of it.
Okay.
So you'll just keep, yeah, it'll just keep playing. I know exactly what where they're talking about. But yeah, this just looks like, dude, Genevieve O'Reilly as Mon Mothma. Again, I'm really excited to see how they get into the political sphere of it. Oh, I could have. Oh, it was the one. No, yeah, it was like when it was all the shots of their heads, of the back of their heads.
Yeah.
It was like the second to last one, I want to say. Or
I
it's
just want to see
a
if I
little-
can get a clear look at them. That's all.
Well, no, I think that was like the clearest look there for them. But yeah, I'm pretty psyched. Yeah, I can't really tell there. It's just gonna be interesting to see what this show does. And like the thing I think I really like about this too, just like Kenobi, we're getting the first 2 episodes when it premieres.
I'm sorry, Connor, I didn't hear what you said.
We're getting the first 2 episodes of this show when it premieres.
Yeah,
just
they're
like
doing
Kenobi.
August 31st, first 2 episodes. I hear actually we got a couple comments coming through. I'll call attention to these. When we first got the sort of rough and gritty feeling that I got in Rogue One, I'm really excited for this. Yeah, no, I agree completely. The thing that really excites me about this, and I want to go back to part of the conversation we had with Alden when we were talking about the Vanity Fair piece, how they were talking. Tony Gilroy, the guy who basically is credited as salvaging Rogue One, does not care for Star Wars. You know, he's not like a hardcore fucking lunatic like us. He just, you know, he's a movie guy first and foremost. And it's not all about, you know, callbacks and space wizards and, you know, it's not his
It's just a story for him.
It's all about the story for him. And I think it is very telling that I love how I just try to find the Andor trailer and I'm not getting like, there we go. I'm trying to get the English version of the trailer that doesn't have subtitles on it because I'm going to get distracted and only try to read the subtitles. That he, in the way that this is shot and presented and the set design, all of this feels the most. This is the. When I say that this on first glance does not look like Star Wars, I do not mean that in a pejorative sense.
I think I know what you mean.
This is the entry that feels the most like it is its own story that is not that does not owe itself first and foremost to iconography and aesthetic and nostalgia. It is shot in a way that feels like it is a quote-unquote real movie and not something that is trying to constantly evoke the feeling of Star Wars. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know exactly what you mean.
It is very clearly set in the Star Wars universe, but it is not with every shot trying to make you go, do you remember A New Hope? Do you remember The Empire Strikes Back? Do you remember Return of the Jedi?
Yeah, it's set in the Star Wars universe, but every shot isn't trying to convey that it's set in the Star Wars universe.
Exactly. Like this shot right here of Mon Mothma getting into the speeder.
That's a very like. I know I've seen that type of shot in a lot of shows.
It feels like something you'd see in a spy thriller, in a political thriller. A shot like intimate like this isn't something you see in Star Wars. Because anytime you see a vehicle in Star Wars, the camera is framed in such a way that's like, look how cool it is. Don't you want to think about how it functions? Here's a source book that gives you a dissection of how it looks. And not that any of that's bad, but this is very much like it's Mon Mothma getting into her car. You know, and just so much of this feels so. It feels set in Star Wars without being obsessed
with being set in Star Wars,
feeling like Star Wars, and that makes it feel more organically part of the story.
Yeah, it makes it feel more organically Star Wars
because it's not trying
hard. That shot, yeah, dude, that has to be.
Oh, it's a flashback.
That's totally. It just picked it. I just realized that too. Like, oh, what if it's not a flashback? It's like, no, that's a flashback. Like that, dude. It looks. Oh my god, bro.
Cassian comes from a family of separatists.
Yep, he's been in this fight since he was 6 years old. It's funny too. Like, this is billed as a limited series, even though I'm like 99% sure it's not. So it might have just been a miscommunication issue.
They confirmed Cassian Andor is getting 12 seasons. 2 seasons.
Yeah.
It's going to run longer than Smallville.
With 12 episodes each.
So, and how this is going to work is this is 5 years before Rogue One. Season 1 is going to be 1 year in the life of Cassian Andor. Season 2 is going to take place over 4 years. That will take us. I would think the verbiage they use is something to the effect of like, it's going to be like stepping into Rogue One is how season 2 is going to end.
They did confirm that.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tony Gilroy said that himself today.
Interesting. I thought there would be 3 seasons.
Yeah, no, they're only doing 2. We got another one from Ray. I agree. Other than Mon Mothma and K2SO, I don't think you could tell it's a Star Wars show without knowing that going in. Yeah, I mean, like you said, aside from just like very basic iconography that like you can't evade to like make the story make sense. You know, it would be weird if you're telling this story and the Empire doesn't look like the Empire all of a sudden. And that's another thing. I love how the Empire is framed here. I love it's going all the way back to the like basic principle you hear George Lucas talk about how he liked to frame the Empire. It's very clean, it's very precise, and it's very brutal. Not in the sense of like it's brutally violent, but like brutal architecture type stuff where it's very clean and synthetic, which speaks to the mechanical nature of the Empire.
Also,
and again, like
the fact that we're getting a look at the Imperial Senate, like that's incredible. And something I probably wouldn't have expected. I don't know if I would have. I can't say I wouldn't have expected some political intrigue in a show like Andor.
I see this was the only show it could have gone in.
Yeah.
And I was really hoping we'd get some. I wasn't expecting them to go full throttle into shots within the inside of the Imperial Senate. Also, Brian Fennessy, Mon Mothma, more like MILF Mothma. Am I right, Connor?
You're right. I'm down bad.
You heard it here from the MILF Hunter.
God damn it. I can't believe it.
Connor Ciccadi, MILF Hunter. Goon Squad jokes, everybody.
It's an inside joke.
Yeah, no, I was blown away by this trailer. You know, the more I've heard about Andor, the more excited for it I get. And after the Vanity Fair piece last week, I was like, obviously I was on board because it's fucking Star Wars. But after the Vanity Fair piece, I went from like, ooh, okay, I'm in, I'm down, I'm excited, to, oh, I really, really need to see more of this, to now I'm I am almost at the same level of excitement that I was at post Obi-Wan trailer, where it's like, now this is real. Now I know what you're going for. I understand the feel of this story. My friend, I think we are on the precipice of one of the great Star Wars stories. You know,
yeah. It hasn't hit me either. Like Andor hasn't gripped me the same way it's gripped you, and I think that's mainly because my main focus, like yours, is just all about the Jedi and the Force, and so like that'll always overtake my sort of Star Wars iconography-esque brain, an analytical brain. So like like ever since Andor was announced, I was always like, okay, this sounds cool. And it's just slowly just been around that same level of just like, okay, this sounds pretty cool. And like the trailer increased the hype a bit, but it's not, and it wasn't, I'm not saying that the trailer itself was bad. The trailer was freaking fantastic. The concept itself, it really hasn't I haven't grabbed onto it yet. And I know I will.
Yeah.
It's not yet.
No, I understand what you're saying there.
Yeah.
I
think I just need to rewatch Rogue One.
Yeah, that too. That's gonna be a fun rewatch going in. But yeah, so I absolutely thrilled with the Andor trailer. Jumping over here real quick.
We would have gotten another trailer if they didn't decide to make it exclusive.
Well, I will say if we actually got to watch any of this stream, if they had made the Mando trailer exclusive then, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
I would absolutely be like, you know what? Sure. You got to sometimes those are the kinds of things you keep locked under hidden key.
I'm hoping they release it officially, but I don't see that realistically happening, but I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, real quick, I want to talk about the Mandalorian, and then we're going to touch on the quick little sizzle we got from Ahsoka, and then Skeleton Crew, and then I think we're going to call it for the night.
Wait, we got sizzle from Ahsoka?
Very little. I'll get into that in 1 second.
I think I know what you're talking about, yeah.
This is a description courtesy of Bespin Bulletin on the Mandalorian look that we got.
Oh, wait. I saw this trailer before it got axed.
See, I didn't get to watch it in its entirety. I've seen little bits of it, but I haven't seen the whole thing. So during the first panel... Huh? Yeah, I know you're in it. I've heard that you're in it. During the first panel of Star Wars Celebration 2022, the Lucasfilm Showcase, creator of The Mandalorian, Jon Favreau, and executive producer Dave Filoni took to the stage to briefly discuss the third season of The Mandalorian and Ahsoka. The duo revealed that they're very busy at the moment filming the Mandalorian spin-off series Ahsoka. Leading lady of the series, Rosario Dawson, was unable to make the event due to her commitment to filming the series, but did give a pre-recorded message from the set. She was in costume, and a big to-do about that was that it looks like they fixed, put that in big quotation marks, the Leku on her costume, so they aren't quite as short anymore. They do kind of go down past her chest a little bit. The duo went on to reveal that the series will release sometime in 2023, that being Ahsoka, but not give a specific window. John and Dave then discussed the highly anticipated third season of The Mandalorian before debuting a brief teaser trailer shown exclusively to those in the room, where Din is told by the armorer he must travel to Mandalore to atone for his transgressions, along with shots of Grogu. Grief Karga, Pelimoto, and Bo-Katan, who's being painted as the antagonist for the third season. Bo-Katan sits on the throne and asks Grogu, "Did you think your dad was the only Mandalorian?" John and Dave then brought out Bo-Katan Kryze herself, Katie Sackoff, who joked, "You didn't think you'd get rid of me that easily." Lastly, the duo finally revealed when fans can expect the third season.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you. I got it. Thank you.
Bless you.
See you later, Brian. Thanks for joining us, bud. I appreciate it.
Bye, Brian. Hope you find your dad.
You didn't think you'd get rid of me that easily. And they revealed that we will be getting season 3 of The Mandalorian February of 2023, not at the end of the year like we were anticipating. So, yeah. Now, what I think is interesting is when I talked to Alden, when he hopped on the stream today, he said that it seemed like Bo and Din were being framed as co-protagonists. Now, in the concept of co-protagonist, my mind goes to Ben and Rey, and Kylo Ren spends most of those movies as being one of the antagonists. So that doesn't necessarily mean that co-protagonist doesn't mean you have two opposing forces coming at each other. But I think it's interesting that I'm seeing split reporting on whether or not Bo is being framed as an antagonist. But yeah, so we got a little brief trailer there for The Mandalorian, and then, like they said, Rosario Dawson had a message from the set of Ahsoka Tano in full regalia, like I said, with the upgraded Leku. And the other big piece of news was that we got confirmation about what is we now known as one moment. We now know as Skeleton Crew, Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Again, per Bespin Bulletin. During the Lucasfilm Showcase panel and Star Wars Celebration, John Watts, director of the Spider-Man Home trilogy for the MCU, Spider-Man Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home, and Christopher Ford, writer of Chaos Walking In, Spider-Man Homecoming, took to the stage to give new details on their mystery series codenamed Grammar Rodeo. The duo revealed the series takes place after the events of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, and is set during the same era as The Mandalorian, and that both Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are producers on the series. John Watts and Christopher Ford then revealed the official title of the series, Star Wars Skeleton Crew. The duo said it focuses on a group of kids who are lost in the galaxy and just want to find their way. They did stress that just because it stars children, that it's not a show specifically made for children, and then announced that a single cast member, Jude Law, and that fans can expect the series next year. Just last week, Lucasfilm confirmed the existence of Grammar Rodeo to Vanity Fair, where they revealed the series was inspired by Amblin films of the 1980s. This is per Bespin Bulletin. Viewers reported the series has begun filming next month and will shoot up until December this year. So 2023 release lines up with that production schedule. Law himself, it was leaked a couple months ago by celebrity gossip Instagram account Diamo, but at the time of writing this, no other cast members have been rumored. So, yeah. Other than that, other things I caught today, there was the Audience with the Emperor panel where it's the same interview Ian McDiarmid does at every single Star Wars celebration. It is identical every year. He goes through the same beats where he talks about losing his voice for the opera scene in Revenge of the Sith, how he came up with the very vomiting tone voice for the Emperor. It's the same interview every year, but it's adorable. I have seen a little bit of, how will I say, misrepresenting headlines during the Q&A segment of his panel. Somebody asked if he would be appearing in any upcoming Star Wars stories in the flesh as the Emperor, namely Obi-Wan Kenobi or Andor. And the verbiage he used was something to the effect of, that's a very disgraceful question and I won't be answering it. And that's what he said. But just reporting that headline, what they don't account for is the way that he's chuckling through saying that. And that the entire interview and conversation has been rooted in him playing the meanest son of a bitch in the galaxy. So him going like, "Oh, it's a disgraceful question, and I won't be answering it." Like it's played for a laugh. He's clearly messing with the guy. Oh, jeez, don't. Isn't it past your bedtime, Hardy? Isn't it past your bedtime, kid?
Acolyte of Scotty J. Rowe. I did see there was like a new behind the scenes pic in that interview, apparently, where it was JJ right beside the Emperor doing like the whole Force lightning hand thingy with Daisy Ridley facing them. And I'm like, oh, that's adorable.
It was a really cool picture. And, not to beat the very, very dead horse. It's something you still have a bedtime. That's it. Oh my God. Every time I click away. Is that I don't listen to losers. Well, again, I will have you know.
Well, we're both losers, so
first of all,
watch the stream, William.
Fuck them kids. I'll say that up top.
Not the
this bitch.
Yes,
not the Teen App versus Bombad stream, the K&R Civil War stream. You'll see what I'm talking about.
I spoiled this earlier. My record is 2-1. My record is 2-1.
Okay, that's
3-1 if you want to count each individual person I've beaten. This lovely gentleman included. And Spencer got knocked out of that match, so technically I am 3-1 with 2 knockouts. So you and Teach can come barking up this tree whenever you want, Mr. Hardy. But anyhow, I love messing with that kid. He's a good sport. Join the Patreon. If you can afford a Bombad cast shirt, you can
join our Patreon.
You can use Mom or Dad's credit card to get on my Patreon.
Yep.
I'm being an ass. But hey, anybody who's listening, if you'd like to join the Patreon, give me $1. Help support what we do. What did he say? Connor has a relaxing. Connor does have a relaxing voice. He does.
Thank you.
He's a very smooth baritone.
I appreciate it.
He's got like a sexy Barry White voice, It's my first, my last, my everything.
Interesting.
Can you tell I'm delirious?
Yeah.
I've been talking to myself for 6 hours.
And you won't have to worry about that because I'll be on with you tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure I'll be on with you most of Saturday.
I will not be alone. I will not be alone, thankfully, and we'll be able to tag team. Trying to
keep ourselves sane.
Keep ourselves sane, and also be a lot easier. Again, big thanks to Eli. And his assistance during the Lucasfilm Showcase panel today. And Connor, I will be very much needing your help during these early panels tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Saturday and Sunday.
I think I'll be on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be on Saturday because I don't know yet, but I think one of my co-hosts for the Republic is going to be down in the area where I live. So I might meet up with him for a bit. Hopefully he comes down Saturday. I don't know.
Do that. Yeah, do that. Like I said, I did today alone. I can do Saturday alone.
You're not doing Saturday alone. We'll probably meet up for a few hours and I'll be like, yep, I got to do a live stream.
I'm not going to rush you out of it. But anyway.
What else did we get?
That's all we really got in the way of news.
Oh, that's right. That's the thing that really surprised me. Nothing on the movies.
Not a thing.
I was very shocked.
We got concept art of Indiana Jones 5, and John Williams played music, which, again, cool.
Dude, I listened. I know you probably didn't. I know you probably didn't listen to it, Jared. I couldn't keep myself from waiting to listening to the full theme. Holy shit.
Oh, the new Obi-Wan theme?
The new Obi-Wan theme is
I did not listen yet, no.
Fucking incredible.
I'm really excited to hear it.
Dude, I can't wait to hear it in the show. And speaking of which, dude, that comes out in... Wait, okay. We're not getting it at 12 a.m. We're getting it at 3, right?
Ours is 3 a.m.
God damn it. Why can't they just do it 12? Why?
Fuck you, that's why.
Oh, great. I just don't get... What difference does it make to just do it 12 a.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. What difference? Like, oh, because it's Thursday on in the Pacific. Who cares? Just fucking release it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I really wish they'd pull the trigger on that as well. It's a little,
Especially the thing for me, especially is that like, why not release it at 12 a.m. when you're literally showing it 5 hours earlier?
No, I agree with you completely.
At Celebration.
I agree with you completely. Like I said, I don't think you're wrong at all. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with you.
I don't know if I'm going to stay up. I probably won't.
No,
I can't do it.
I'm going to bed and then I'm waking up to watch it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. There's no way.
In regards to bedtime, I'm staying Kenobi. I'm taking a nap before Kenobi because I'm very tired. I'm gonna get very real and very gross here for a moment. Vroom vroom.
That really can't. Wow.
Wait, hold on. William had another chat that I missed. My mom would never let me buy a Patreon membership. Hey man, you get exclusive content from the podcast that should be your favorite. And also, William, I agree, it does suck. But I finished the stream right after the High Republic panel, called it a day, and went into my room. I took a 25-minute nap, woke up covered in my own slobber because I don't drool in my sleep very often, but I did today, and then came to and then ate. Connor, we're both Italians. I ate 2 unfuckably big bowls of spaghetti.
Yes.
Like just shoveled pasta into my fucking gullet, and then came out and did this. What?
Kenobi's coming out at 12 a.m.
Oh, it's dropping at midnight.
It's dropping at midnight.
Oh, fuck a duck. Okay. Well, you guys heard it here first. I'll be right back at fucking 2 in the morning.
Oh my god. Yeah, literally disgusted film literally just tweeted out Obi-Wan Kenobi is now premiering at 9 p.m. PST on Disney Plus. Let's go! Let's go!
I'm not disappointed. I'm just trying to. Okay, cool.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. Well, with that said, that was good timing because you were getting to the end of this. So is it peace out, nerds? And hey, I will stay Bondi. You too, William.
Oh my god.
Thanks for stopping by, bud. Well, okay, we're gonna bring this home so that I can. God damn it! Like it's not that I'm upset. I'm not gonna get a chance to I'm not gonna catch a break here today.
Yes!
Yeah, I am okay. Okay, we're gonna bring this home so that I can chill before Obi-Wan starts.
Yeah, same.
Okay. All right. Well. All right. We'll do this real quick. Like, you follow Connor at Deppa Banana and check out his other podcast, For the Republic. You guys can find me, Twitter and Instagram, DarkJedi2552, Nerd Academy Podcast on all of the social media places. Thank you to our $10 patrons, Nick Johnson and Paco. Thank you all so very much for listening. We'll be live again tomorrow. Whenever the panel that is going to be hidden starts, where Connor and I are going to do a little bit of guerrilla journalism. And yeah, we're honored that you have joined us, and see you all tomorrow. May the Force be with you.
Stop! Move away from the cookie jar.